In a famous Gestalt picture, some people see a duck, others see a rabbit. Me, I saw a pelican. And that's exactly Marsden's point in the outrageous idea of Christian scholarship. None of us look at the world through neutral eyes. We all bring mental patterns, stories, and values that shape what we see. Marsden writes out the history of American higher education. After centuries in which universities were shaped by Protestant Christianity, the 20th century produced what he likes to call established nonbelief, where secular assumptions are treated as normal and religious ones are treated as a problem. His outrageous idea is actually pretty modest. If Marxist, feminist, and liberal perspectives are allowed to shape scholarship, explicitly Christian perspectives should be allowed as well, under the same academic rules of evidence and argument. Marsden makes three key moves in his book. He first argues that everyone has a faith in something or another that informs their scholarship, whether it's a belief in progress, equality, or the power of markets. Second, he insists that Christian scholars do not get a free pass. In public academic work, they must argue on the grounds that their non Christian colleagues can also evaluate. He's not calling for Christian chemistry, but for Christians doing chemistry and history and economics with research questions and long range motivations shaped by their faith. Third, he claims that leaving Christian perspectives out actually impoverishes the conversation because Christianity raises distinctive questions about meaning, justice, and the human person. Robert McElroy, writing in the Journal of Catholic Education, thinks Marsden successfully shows that faith-informed scholarship can enrich almost any discipline, including the natural sciences, by resisting reductionism and asking larger questions of meaning. Diana Stano appreciates how Marsden exposes the myth of total objectivity and pushes all scholars to name their assumptions. For her, the book reads like a philosophical text that can stir productive debate on Catholic campuses. Jerome Porath is a little more skeptical. He worries that Marsden criticizes positivism and then turns around and says that Christians must still argue only from public empirical evidence in the university, which to him sounds like a contradiction. Mark Edwards, from a Lutheran perspective, questions whether Marsden's reformed sapiential tradition overestimates how much epistemological confidence Christians should claim from doctrines like creation and incarnation. In his published response, Marsden clarifies that he is not rebaptizing positivism. Instead, he distinguishes between the ultimate grounds of our convictions, which can be theological, and the practical need to argue on shared premises in a pluralistic setting, like a courtroom or a state university classroom. For me, as a Christian scholar in training, the takeaway isn't that Christians should take back the university or baptize every data point. It's that honesty about our starting points is actually more intellectually rigorous than pretending anyone is neutral. Marsden gives Christians permission to bring their deepest convictions into their scholarship, while still playing fair, listening carefully, and welcoming genuine pluralism. In that sense, his outrageous idea is really an invitation, not to make the academy less diverse, but to let Christian perspectives be one more clearly named voice in the larger conversation about truth. So, what do y'all think? Let me know. Bye.